a daily show where this is what you can expect. A daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures. Monday through Friday, each and every day of the work week. For a couple hours, we sit down here and you listen, I talk, we have a good time, and then that's it. Nothing major. It's really difficult for me. I hate the question because I don't know why. I shouldn't, but if I meet someone new, I always dread, what do you do for a living? It's interesting when a person hears, I guess, well, I'm a podcaster. But they just don't expect that. They would expect some old, feeble, disgusting man to say, oh, I'm in IT or I dig ditches or something like that. So I have to then, it's just, I don't like explaining it. I don't like to, even though it's an opportunity to get a new audience member, right? I hate the idea when someone says, what do you do for a living? A what? I didn't hear it. A podcaster. A podcaster. Yeah, every day I sit there and I yammer on, and then I, sell a couple of sponsorships and hopefully sell a T-shirt or two, and then it pays the bills. Oh, so they're all interested, and I hate it. I'm like, fuck. Are you serious? Well, nevertheless, that's what's up. The Baldwin Ace Hardware Fear Bunker Studio is where this show happens each and every day of the work week. Baldwin Ace Hardware, a beacon of DIY awesomeness in the Northland. Mike Gilmurray and his lovely better half, Jennifer, are the ones that own that oasis of DIY awesomeness. He's a degenerate gambler and a poker player. Well, that's one and the same, I guess. He's not a degenerate. He's pretty damn good at poker, I guess. He's one of these guys that... he will walk away from the poker table in Vegas with a ton of cash and then, leave town. And then the folks at whatever hotel he's staying at is like, hey, hotel casino, come on back. We'll pay for your room because they want their fucking money back. Like, fuck you. You don't get off that easily. We want you to come back. We're going to comp the room for a whole week. You sit your ass down there and you gamble. My God. Talk about making me nervous. I mean, I know the rules of blackjack, kind of. Try not to go over 21, right? Remember, I was at a blackjack table and I hit when I shouldn't have hit. And I took someone's card that should have gotten, if I'd have done what was appropriate and not hit, it would have been perfect for the guy next to me. Instead, I took his card, and he was like, well, fuck. And then so people are getting pissed at me at the table, and I was like, oh, shit, it's time to go play slots, video poker or something. Yeah, I have no business being inside of a casino, and I think they're trying to build more casinos. I think every community in Michigan, I think all it takes is in any community to have one person of Indian descent, and then you can establish a tribe, and then you can have a casino. And it's a license to print money in all these different communities, and it happens all over the U.S. You got a reservation, which reservations. That used to be the place to go if you want to see drunken people and run-down, dilapidated trailers and high crime. Now you go to the reservation to see palatial casinos, and everybody has money coming out of their pockets. There's some type of criteria. If your lineage is certain percentage of Native American, you then get casino cheddar. So all the people on the reservation get a ton of cash, and that's it. That's the way it goes. And I think that's kind of it's kind of cool. I mean, here you got people who were basically run out of town and treated poorly years ago. So, this is even better than, what do they call them, reparations? You know how, like, reparations, slavery happened, so we're going to give you X amount of money because your ancestors suffered. You know that whole deal. Even better, instead of a one-time fee, just build a casino. You could have casinos built for all Native Americans and all black people. So in any black person neighborhood, you could have a casino there, and then the Indians, the Native Americans, they could all have their own. Well, they already do have their casinos. And then there you go, casino wars. Let them slug it out as to what casino you want to go to. I'm going to the Native American casinos because they have a head start on this. They're building like stages at all of these, so you can go and see your favorite classic rock band, like 38 Special and Mountain. Well, lead singer Mountain's dead, but who cares? Nowadays, no one remembers when the lead singer dies because all you remember is the music. So you just put a sound-alike in there, and no one knows the difference. No one. They show up at the casino. You walk through the casino to get to the stage to hear 38 Special sing Fantasy Girl. And then the next thing you know, you're broke. You've spent all your money at the casino. You lose your home. Your wife leaves you. Your kids hate you. You drink too much. You put your car into a wall, and then you're dead. Easy peasy. No problem. Right? All right. Little ADHD going on heavily today. A little going on heavily. Yeah, that's right. So, okay. This show, each and every day, right here. I've got an audience right now on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. For you folks on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, I'm going to cut the cord before too long. I'm going to leave you in the lurch. I'm going to say enjoy the rest of your day because I want you to sign up on Twitch. And I'm trying to get you to do that. And I don't want you to miss any of the show. So what you need to do is go to twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live, and then you will be able to check out the show without interruption. So just go there, sign up, takes you 2 seconds, hit the follow button, boom, you're good. If you are following, that's cool. Thank you. You know when I go live, and then there's an extra step you can do. You click where it says sign up for free with Twitch Prime, okay? If you have an Amazon Prime account, a lot of people do, you can sign up every month. You have to do it each month. Sorry about that. From your desktop or your laptop for Twitch Prime. And then you're subscribed. And that's even better because now during the show, you won't get commercial interruption. Amazon throws in these annoying commercials on the video stream that I have no control over. So there you go. Sign up. And then you can get that. If you don't have Amazon Prime, no big deal. If you don't have to do this. It's totally up to you. It'll cost you $5. And then you can get it uninterrupted. All right. Or if not, no big deal. If you don't mind the commercials, that's cool too. Just put up with those. And then off you go. All right. Rumor is you can also do it from your phone. I've heard conflicting reports on that. Try it. Good luck. All right. Now all that boring shit is out of the way. Yesterday at the Eric Zane Show podcast household, things are still going well in keeping Pooh Bear happy. We yanked out those stumps, which 30 years of root growth in these stumps. They're actual trees that I had cut down. But I hadn't removed the stumps because it's kind of like a white trash setting here at this house. I'm a homeowner association guy. I'm a white trash dude living in a homeowner association zone. All right. So only a white trash scumbag like me would cut down the trees and then leave the stumps there. Most people would remove them right away, but not me. We're talking 2 years, so bad that I even put fresh wood chips from Oath Keepers Mulch Supply, Matt Hubbard, around the stump for like the last couple of years. Like, hey, let's make this stump look nice. And then all the suckers grow out of it and have to trim them. It's just shit. So finally, Dinah says, could you possibly please remove those stumps? So I started digging, and as I talked to you about, my buddy Kyle, not the child rapist, the guy painting the basement, he pulled them out, and now they're sitting there. And my neighbor's like, oh, fuck. Now the stumps are this giant root ball and root network with clay attached to it is going to stay there forever. So now I talked to you about how my neighbors, the Hallelujahs, okay, I think they are in on the fact that we're white trash losers. And I think Mr. Hallelujah, Brian, all right, he realizes that the only way these stumps are going to be removed is if somebody helps Eric. Now, this is probably, again, these are the sweetest people in the whole neighborhood. I'm telling you. Now, yes, I do have moments where Mom, hallelujah, will give me a snide comment here and there, a little passive-aggressive, which annoys the hell out of me, and then I respond in a passive-aggressive way. But otherwise, we're good. He gets home from work. He's a principal. And he sees the dumpster, because dumpster divers, I've been putting shit in the dumpster all damn day, and I got to put these stumps in the dumpster somehow. So that's like the last thing to do. And I hear it. You're going to need help with those stumps. And I go, oh, yes, I am. I go, bring some Dutch power over here. All right, so sets the stuff down. I get ready, and we go to move it. And he goes, this is a 3-man job. It's 500 pounds. Not even kidding you. Almost as much as Kyler. So, and there's like metal around the root ball because they, it was to hold the dirt intact when they put it in like 30 years ago. It's still, they're all rusted. It's going to like poke us in the skin. We're going to get a tetanus shot. And then Matt on the other side, my other neighbor, he sees it and he goes, hey, you guys want to help? And I was like, oh, yes, man. It's a big testosterone festival. So now I wouldn't have had the wherewithal to come up with this. I've got this, what do you call it, a wheelbarrow. These guys tip it on its side so that the opening where you put the dirt and shit in the wheelbarrow is now facing the side of this giant stump. And we just kind of, one guy controls the wheelbarrow while the other two push it, and we just tip it into the wheelbarrow. So now it's in there, and the thing is, it's struggling, though. It's packed, and I'm thinking that the wheelbarrow is going to just break. So one guy holds one of the handles, the other guy holds the other handle, and then Brian Hallelujah is pushing it. It took 3 men moving the wheelbarrow to get this fucking thing to the entrance of the dumpster. We just tipped it in there, and it just funk. Oh, my God. Same thing. Other one, same deal. No problem. Well, it was heavy as shit. These guys worked their asses off. I appreciate them so much. And then, all the while I'm thinking, and here I am making cracks about my neighbors on a regular basis. What an asshole I am. We got it done. Bad day for money. Oh, shit. No matter what you do, a lot of you who, we all work for a living. And if you have a workplace 401k and, you put a little bit into it each month, you work your ass off every single week or every other week to see how much leaves the paycheck and goes to your nest egg. Do not today. Hope you didn't do it yesterday. Go into your little 401k.com or whatever servicing company that uses it through your workplace, or maybe you have an individual retirement account. Do not look at how much it took a shit yesterday. Ugly. I went so far because I don't have a 401k. I just give them. It's an individual retirement account. And what I do is I'll log in, and I have to put the money out of my pocket into it. And that's how self-employed you have to do this to save your money for when you get old. I don't have the luxury of a 401k anymore, so I got to do it myself. So when I get extra money, I send it off there, and then the guy who manages it does whatever the fuck he does with it, and it's in the shitter. It's taken a huge hit. So what do I do now? I'm not kidding you. This is how basic I am with this, and you might laugh, but I'm telling you, this fucking works. Anytime I get even a few bucks, I put it in there. Okay? So when the other day, I had a bunch of cans to return. And this is the process. Now, please, trust me, this works. I go and I return cans, and it was $12 in bottles and cans because the NFK drinks beer all the time. The bank is directly across the street, like green dollars. I then go to the customer service. I give them the things. They give me $12.80. I keep the 80 cents in my pocket. I go to the ATM. I put the money actually into the bank, into the ATM. I go into the parking lot of the bank, pull over, and then I log on, and then I'm going to take that $12 and invest it. And I do this all the time. If you were to look at the money I've ever put in, you'll see $8 here, 15 here, $50. And that's the way I save money. And I do it a lot. So if I encounter any extra money, I put it in there. Now, when you log into the fucking thing, it shows you your balance. I do not want to see that right now because it's bloody. So what I have to do is, I'll log in and I'll cover this portion of the screen that's going to show me the shit show. So then I'm actually, my wife goes, "What are you doing?" I go, "I don't want to see that." So, and that's important because if I see it, I'm going to have a fucking anxiety attack right there. Because, the NASDAQ's down 30% this year. We're talking about huge losses, and it's going to mess with your mind. Now, I'm just telling you, it's going to rebound. No one says it like that. It's going to rebound. No one says rebound. What a dick. So I'm holding up the phone, or the phone's laying down. I got my hand over it, and then it says transfer money, and I hit transfer, and then I know that the screen will go to a different screen, and I won't see the dollar amount. So then I'll lift my hand up and go, okay, great. From this account into this account, $12. Submit. Hit the fucking button. Log out. Put the phone away. Don't look at it. Oh. I haven't and don't want to. It will come back. It always does. Just relax. These are words. I am not kidding you. If you were to look up Warren Buffett advice or something like that, Warren Buffett, one of the richest people on the planet, says, when it gets like this, do not look at your bottom line. It's going to pass. Out of sight, out of mind. You don't know it. You aren't aware. You have no idea how good or bad it is. Leave it alone. That actually goes for when it goes well, too. Because then you get cocky as shit, and you go, well, let's just go buy something. Take it easy, motherfucker. That's right. Sound financial advice from your old pal, Eric Zane, who once bought a house with student loan money. It worked. Needed a home. So cryptocurrency, you thought it was bad with your 401k. It's really bad for all these cocky fucks who had all their money in crypto. Bitcoin was the big sucker. One Bitcoin is now worth $23,000. It's an absolute meltdown. At one point in recent history, I think it was like $60,000. So now I don't know. I don't have enough skill in this to tell you why these sell-offs are happening. But people are nervous about their money, and that contributes to the drop. So when people sell off their Bitcoin and sell off their stocks and things like that, and their whatever their investments are, it not okay because they're like, oh boy, it's volatile, I'm getting out. That has a snowballs effect on the market. So don't touch your shit. Don't touch it, man. Because if you are like I'm 51. If I'm gonna get out of the game entirely and stop earning at, let's just say, 67 years old, this is probably going to happen like 3 or 4 more times by the time I'm ready to pull up stakes and stop earning and just live off of what I've saved. Hopefully. Okay? So this is, in the long term, a little a blip, not a big deal. Yes, we're into a bear market. Yes, we may see an official recession. But all you have to do, the only thing you can do, is sit there and do what you dummies do, and that is blame Joe Biden, which is not fair in any way, shape, or form. Not fair. And I know that me saying that as you're all like, let's go fire this off. I'm going to say this, and this is what's right. I still, no matter what you tell me, do not believe that there's one button in the White House that says suffer. What'd the gay guy say? What's his name? Pete Budge. Pete Budge. Isn't he the energy secretary now? Pete Buddy Edgy something. Pete Butt. That would be weird if the gay guy's name was Pete Butt. It's Buttigieg. He said there's not a button in the White House that says high gas prices. Give me a break. I'll tell you what's caused all of this. The pandemic. The pandemic, supply chain issues, the war. Okay? It all contributes. It's not one man's fault. However, this could very well cost Biden the election. When it's all said and done, I don't know if he will survive this. We're 2 years away? So you got to figure that we're going to start seeing some candidates come out of the woodwork before too long. And God knows what they're going to run on. But I would say this is a big thing to run on. Now, whether or not Biden has anything to do with it, if you are a candidate who wants his job, lie. Just say it's all his fault and then make shit up. And most Americans are stupid and will believe that. And then they will vote against Joe Biden, and then he will lose the election. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, I believe. So that's what's up. I think today it's looking a little bit better because what they call futures, Dow futures and things like that, indicate a bit of a bounce back today. Also, though, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, not so much. It might continue to melt down. Now, most people who do this for a living, invest money, will tell you that if you had all of your money wrapped up in crypto, that's stupid to begin with because you've got all your money wrapped up in crypto. The word I'm guessing that is being used is you should have, quote, diversified, which you probably didn't, so too bad. Hope you learned something. All right, so that's the Eric Zane Show podcast financial report. On the gas front, I figured out a way to save money, and this is probably something that the whole world has already done, and I'm just now getting on board. But I've heard about it for some time. There is an app, and there's probably more than one of these apps, and this one is called Upside. And this is not a commercial, but I've heard that you can save money on gas. So, I mean, who isn't looking to do that right now? And this is really fantastic if you stick to it. So the way it works is this, and I did this yesterday. If you're getting, you should do this every time you take your car out because Like if I click on the Upside app, it's going to tell me the closest gas station and how much you will save. And it rotates. It's constantly evolving. Like I might have one that's 2 miles away that's saving me 10 cents a gallon. And I have one that's 5 miles away that's 18 cents a gallon. Now I have to decide, is it worth it to go the extra miles? Maybe, maybe not. You have to figure that out. But like the one that I did end up going to, I happened to be driving by there, and it wasn't any miles out of my way. It was right there. So it was listed at 18 cents off per gallon. So what was $5.12 a gallon was $4.94, and the app tells me that. And the offer only stays open for a finite amount of time. Did you like how I worked the word finite in there? Oh my God, I'm on fire. So you then have to click claim. And then once you click claim, you've got again, finite amount of time to go there and actually buy the gas. If it expires, you don't get it for that rate. So I pulled in, I hit claim, and then I bought the gas for $5.12 a gallon. Then it says upload receipt. I'm sitting there in the car. I got the receipt. I set it down on the center console thing. It says access your phone. Yes. You hold it over there. Click it. It says, are these things visible? Location. Yes. Price per gallon. Yes. Octane. Yes. Money spent. Yes. You hit submit, and it says, all right, thank you. You'll get your money in a day or two. And then 18 cents a gallon. And I put 9 gallons in, so that's what? $1.62 goes into the account. You can buy up to 50 gallons of gas. So if I had the motorhome there and I had done that, that would have been $9. There's a couple other things that you have to keep in mind, but for the most part, when you get the damn fucking gas, you get the money back, and then when you want to cash it out, you just hit a button, and you've connected your bank account. It goes right into your bank. So now, what's Eric going to do? When that money is available, let's say I've saved up $10. I hit transfer, and then I'm going to open up the retirement and cover up the screen and send it to that guy. Don't spend the fucking shit. You don't go and buy vape stuff, dick. You give the money to the investor to put your money away and save it. And then on days like yesterday, you lose it all, but it's going to come back. You still own the stock in the mutuals and the fund. It's just its value is lower. It doesn't disappear. It's just worth shit. And it'll go up. I hope you've enjoyed this sage financial advice from your old pal, Eric Zane. And that is how we're rolling today. My God. Whew. I tell you what, it is going to be absolutely blistering hot, like oppressive hot today. I don't think I'll leave the house. Thank God Joe Martinez came and updated tuned up the freaking air conditioning. Holy shit. It's going to be 95 degrees today with a heat index of like 104 or something like that. Absolutely ridiculous. Good luck out there. And it's coming out east. There was, what do they call it? A derecho that blew through southern Michigan. Not us, but yesterday. And all sorts of damage. Shit show. My God. All right. Thank you so much to the folks who've watched on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. I must let you go, though. Again, go to twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. Twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. And then you can check out the show. Okay, but I'm going to cut you loose now. Thank you.